Hello and welcome to my channel. Once again, my name is Tawana Hodge. I just want to say thank you to all of my cheerleaders, supporters, mentors, chosen family, family, friends, and more. It took so many communities for me to get to this point, plus hard work, dedication, persistence. But I am so grateful to be here for all the people that believed in me and put so much and invested in me to get to this point. And so there's a few things I want to talk about in today's episode. And so one is what I've experienced thus far in academia. I've been working in academia ever since I was a student worker, but post MLIS, getting my master's in library and information science, I've worked at several different institutions, mostly predominantly white institutions, but I also worked at HBCU. And my experiences have varied for the most part. But it ranged from like cultural isolation and dealing with white supremacy culture to being able to find and build many communities throughout my time here and being very involved in a lot of different associations and what's not as well. And there's been a number of successes and failures that I've had in previous positions, and even in my past position, really recognizing what are some of the red flags, what are some of the things that I now know, and being cognizant of as I go forward and move into academia to be an LAS professor. So, super excited. And if you want to know what some of the red flags are, feel free to comment below and let me know. I can definitely dedicate an episode towards that. But I would say that one of my biggest successes is just the networks that I've built, personal and professional, and some that intersect, that have me saying no and being my accountability partners, and being able to understand that saying no to others and saying no to myself means that I'm just centering self care. And I believe that self care is um, community care. So you're probably wondering, how did I end up at the University of Maryland College Park? So, for me, through the Spectrum Doctoral Fellowship Program, they had five institutions. I chose three to apply to, and I ended up choosing Maryland due to a number of different factors. So, strength of collaboration with other departments and the interdisciplinary work, as well as the dedication to diversity, equity, um, inclusion, and anti-racism, as well as the geographic location, support for Black women in the first generation, research opportunities, teaching opportunities, as well as um, the different PhD requirements, proximity to family established communities. Because one of the things that I've realized as I go through life is that making friends as an adult can be really difficult, but more so being able to be close to people who know me and support me and love me is really important. Career assistance, services, job assistant, even thinking about the organizational culture, that's something that's also important. The faculty, what is the typical makeup, so the racial and ethnic breakdown with a particular PhD cohort? Is there dedicated support for the PhD? Where PhD students tend to go after graduation? That's also a consideration as well. Library resources, surrounding community, and etc. So those were some of the things that I looked into for all of the different programs that I applied to. Also created a spreadsheet for me to make it easier for me to look at and assess which would be the best place um, for me. And I've been enjoying my time here at the University of Maryland. And so some of the things that I realized in my first week, because I had my first week last week, going into my second week, is that it's going to be a lot of group work, which is reminiscent of my first uh, grad school experience. So we'll see if it's similar. Definitely have more than five meetings a week. I'm taking four classes, 10 credits. One of them is a one credit independent study that's looking at health and information justice. And so, one good thing that happened to me this week is that I went to the National Book Festival, and I volunteered at the Maryland State Library booth, and I met some really cool people. And just wanted to say that I will be posting once a month. Um, so that I don't overextend myself and I'm able to provide you with things that you're interested in having me cover. Uh, Feel free to comment below on the topics you'd be interested in me covering. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.